Hey there, pretty friends. It's Allison Wheeler again. Yesterday I made the video that taught how to use these noise reduction sliders in Lightroom, and on that post in the comments over on the Facebook group there were some suggestions that I make a separate video of how to use this sharpening panel right here. So here we are today. I am going to do that for you guys. So just to get started, I already did a base edit here in Lightroom on this just classic portrait of this little cutie. I used Ambrosia from the Sugar and Spice collection. And I went ahead, just for the purposes of this tutorial, I went ahead and reduced all the sharpening that I had already done. So just to get you guys familiar with where the sharpening is, it is right over here in this, in your develop panel. Just keep on coming down. This is at the top. Start up at the histogram and then you just roll down. It's right here in the detail part. If you can't see it, just hit this little arrow right here and it will pop open. And so, and then you've got a little zoomed in preview panel. You can zoom in and out just like you do a normal over here on your image. I always keep mine zoomed in somewhere around on his face just so I'll be able to see what my sharpening is doing. So you have a couple options. A lot of the pretty presets come, especially the workflow presets, come with a sharpening preset. So like here in the Clean and Creative workflow set, there's a sharpening for females and babies and a sharpening for men and still life. I'll just go ahead and click them both so you can see, just watch the differences that come up over here in the sharpening panel. So sharpening female and babies, it just goes up to about 57, and it also includes a little bit of noise reduction as well. And the men are still life, it bumps it up a little bit more. So you could certainly use one of these post kind of part of the stackable presets in the workflow, or you can do it on your own. And so let me go ahead and explain. Let me go ahead and zero the rest of these out, and we will get back to learning about how to sharpen. So this amount of this first slider right here, the amount, it's going to sharpen your entire overall image. So you can sharpen it as much as you'd like. You know, you don't want to make it too crispy, crunchy. But I usually put mine, and this is nothing really scientific, but somewhere right underneath the ing, just because I really like how it helps define the edges, and you can zoom in and you can see that it really helps define the good little details. The radius, I'll teach you a little trick. If you hold down your Alt key and then your radius, it kind of switches to this grayscale image, and you can see just by moving this slider how that affects. So over here on the left, it's not affecting it. Oops, it's not affecting it very much. But as you go slide over towards the right, you can see more of your image coming in focus, and that's just showing you where exactly it's sharpening. So I think like right about there would be good. And you can do the same with the detail slider, holding down Alt and then clicking for detail. And the detail slider, it concentrates on the details. So I always just slide it to about to where I can start seeing the details show through in the image. So you can see here there's not a whole lot, and over here at 100% it's just very faint. And then the masking, I really like this one. It starts out, if you want to do the Alt trick again, so holding Alt and clicking the button, and your screen turns white. So it's showing you that the entire image has been sharpened. So if you only want to sharpen certain like edges, just keep holding down the Alt key and then slide the masking, keep it going until, and I always stop whenever it looks kind of like I always say in my head, a Picasso drawing. So right around the edges. So right about there looks really like it's got good, crisp, sharp edges for me. I'll pull up a before and after so you guys can see where it was whenever we first started sharpening, and here. So you can see that here is the unsharpened image and here's the sharpened image. So I'm just going to click back out so you can just see the difference, and it really helps pop the contrast and pop the edges, and even the color looks a little bit more vibrant and bright. So that is how I sharpen my images. And whenever this is a personal choice. If you go to export, I know the cheat sheet on Pretty Presets suggests that you choose output sharpening. Since I do sharpen every one of my images, I don't ever choose to sharpen on export, with the exception of sharpening for screen whenever I do a web export. So I hope that makes the sharpening panel a little bit easier for you guys to understand, and I'm always happy to answer questions. Have a great day.